Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Firewall again. In this video I'm going to talk about very important part of your cyber security and an important part when you deal with the cyber security related work with the companies, and that is nothing but a business continuity plan and disaster recovery. So I'm going to talk about business continuity plan, what it is, why we required, and disaster recovery, what it is, why required, what is the difference between the business continuity plan and disaster recovery. So guys, please watch this video till the end and understand how it works in real time. Definition wise, if I say business continuity plan, or in short BCP, is a typical mean to help a company to continue operating in the event of major disasters. So if one company come across any sort of major disaster, so that business continuity plan will help you to get rid of that disaster, at least for some extent. So every company, they have a team called business continuity planning team, and that team is responsible for variety of the activities. Number one, they have a team for doing business impact analysis. In business impact analysis, the team deliver the work to identify the critical functions what the company have and what value associated with that critical functions. It not include only the critical functions, it include critical processes, critical assets, and the analysis on them, like how critical they are to the company, and in the event of loss of those business processes or those functions, what will be the loss to the company. This all get analyzed using the business impact analysis. Then they have a team for the recovery. So the team who do the recovery is the team who take part of performing all the recovery tasks. Recovery team is actually performs the implementation of whatever the recovery they need to perform for business. There are two more important things. One is organization and another is training. With the organization, there is a continuity team which always try to see how to improve inside details. In organization, a continuity team must be created. This team will be devise a plan to manage the disruptions. That is important. And then the training. The training is a critical and important part of the business continuity planning, because every individual or everyone who is working with the organization, he must go through the training. He should understand the importance of the business continuity and how he can help and how he can not do the things which impact the business continuity. So the awareness of the security, awareness of the business continuity is very important. So the training is also a critical part of this process. So these are the few important points when we talk about the business continuity plan. Let's talk about the disaster recovery. So in disaster recovery, company's IT team functions. The IT teams take care of a lot of things there. So in disaster recovery, the steps like performing the backups of your critical important assets, their systems, what are the softwares what we are using, all those things come into the picture. Then creating a certain environment where, for example, due to the disaster, one environment got down, another environment which was the replica of that environment will immediately stand up, and the function of the business get continued. So that comes under the disaster recovery process. Whatever the function delivered by the IT team with respect to recovering your recovering from your disaster is come under the disaster recovery. So we can call it like, say, creating the backups, creating the replicas, keeping all your data securely, performing the encryption, performing all the related things which keep your data secure and properly integrated, so that in terms of the disaster, that data easily get recovered, or if something got happened to that data, the replica of that data need to be there and that can be get recovered. So that comes under the disaster recovery. So guys, I hope you understand what is business continuity plan and what is the disaster recovery. The difference between the business continuity plan and disaster recovery is that business continuity plan comes at the organization level. It involves the steps with respect to the organization's entire structure, keeping in mind. So the aim is to, the business should run all the time. There should be no downtime to the business, and accordingly the different teams get formed. An analysis of your environment get happen with respect to different things. In disaster recovery, specifically the IT team come into the picture, and IT team, whatever the things comes under the IT teams, like keeping track of the asset, keeping the backup of the asset, keeping delivering the different sort of work related to your whatever the IT asset or whatever the different things with respect to the IT work, whatever the work come under the IT, that things come under the disaster recovery. More likely when something happens like any sort of disaster, we have to consider both the things at the same time and deliver the work simultaneously. So guys, I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching this video guys, and have a wonderful